Dear students, today I am going to teach you a very important lesson topic session of the parliament. Dear students, there are 3 sessions. First one, budget session, monsoon session and winter session. Now one question is there: who will summon the each houses of the parliament or both houses of the parliament? Your answer will be there: President of India. The president summons each house of the parliament. Each house shall meet at least twice a year, means 2 session is mandatory, and the interval between 2 consecutive sessions shall be less than 6 months. Normally there are 3 sessions. First one, budget session, and budget session will be held in Feb to May, and monsoon session July and August, and winter session November December. So one tips I will give you, then you will understand. You can learn nicely. Budget session, you know this one, Feb, meaning when suppose any, this is not written things. I am talking about a trick that we can learn nicely, easily. Suppose confusion came to existence in examination, so how to learn? January, our year will be started, new year will be started. So after that, when new year will be there, so more money required for celebration. So budget session. This is style here. Don't think that I am telling about the written things. It is my personal style that we will not forget the month. So Feb to May. First one, budget session. Second session is there, that monsoon session. I think you know, in India 15th June onwards monsoon will be coming. So likewise you can remember कि July, August raining day will be there. So monsoon session. And winter session in India, November and December, winter session. Okay, easily you can understand that when we are feeling cold, so that winter session will be coming in India. So this is my personal style. I am not talking about that this is written in any constitutional book. This is own style that we can't forget the respective months. So dear students, what is the session? Means when member of the parliament will be gathering in the parliament. So now question is there: what was the reason that session will be called? Basically, dear students, parliament, what is the work of parliament? To make law. So for making the law, the session will be started, discussion will be taken place, and member of parliament can ask questions, and there are many type of questions will be there. Okay, I will teach one by one. So dear students, clear, 3 sessions are there. First one, budget session. Second one, monsoon session, and third one, winter session. And maximum gap, okay, 6 months, okay, will be there. More than 6 month gap can't be there. Means one session, means in a year 2 sessions mandatory. So if 3 sessions will be there, that is no issue. Okay, 4 sessions will be there, no issue. But 3 is my minimum in 6 months. Okay, means 2 sessions must be there. Means gap not more than 6 months. Now, when I have taught you quorum, means 1/10 member required to enact the business of the house. Means if Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha session will be going to start, so it is very necessary to fulfill the quorum. Quorum means minimum percentage required. 1/10 is there. Okay, in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Suppose in Lok Sabha 550 members are there, so quorum will be 55. Okay, and in Rajya Sabha 250 members are there, so quorum will be 25. Means less than 25 in Rajya Sabha and less than 55 in Lok Sabha, okay, is not adequate to make law. Okay, means minimum quorum is required. Now there are three type of questions are. There are question hour. In question hour, there are three type of questions. First one, starred questions. Starred question means in which question star will be put. Second one, unstarred question means that star will be not there. And third one, short notice question. One by one I am going to explain what are starred question, and what are, okay, unstarred question and short notice question. The first hour of the every working day of the Lok Sabha is reserved for the question hour, and member of parliament can ask question related to the public affairs. Basically, it will be started 11 AM onwards, and it intended to keep the functioning of the government open to scrutiny by the member. A member of the house may ask question from the government on the matter of the public affairs. This power is known as power of interpellation, meaning any member of parliament, means member of any political party, having power to ask question, okay, to government regarding public affairs. Okay, so that power is known as power of interpellation. I think you are getting now. All questions are addressed to chair, meaning speaker, and Rajya Sabha chairperson. If admitted, the government is obliged to answer them. A member has to give 10 days notice for the question. There are three type of questions. Suppose your Mahen sir is member of parliament, and I would like to ask one question. One very common example I would like to mention here. Ki how many girls pursuing MBBS in India? Suppose this information I want. And basically, I want that the educational condition in medical field of girls of UP. Suppose my question is there. I want to get information. So I will raise question in Lok Sabha. Suppose I am a Lok Sabha member, then only. So suppose today I'll ask, tomorrow respective minister will not reply, because India is very big country. It is very difficult to reply tomorrow. So one procedure is there. 10 days before notice will be given. Suppose notice I have given, okay, today. So speaker accepted my question. So he will allot me कि your answer, you will get answer, okay, after 10 days. Means 10 days prior notice I have given, and after 10 days respective minister will give me information. So suppose I have given start question, means my question is there, star I have made. It means supplementary question I can ask. Suppose example I am telling, कि respective minister replied in the Lok Sabha like 1 lakh girls are studying in MBBS. Okay, so second my question will be there, how many girls taken admission from UP? Okay, so he will reply orally. Means in start questions, oral answer will be given by respective ministers. I think my words are clear now. And suppose if unstarred questions are there, so it will be given by respective minister in written form. Clear? In written form, and in written form, no any procedure of supplementary questions. Again going to clear this one. In start questions, supplementary questions will be asked and respective minister will reply orally. But unstarred questions, respective minister will reply by written form and no supplementary question can be asked. Now clear? Now, short notice questions related to the matter of the urgent importance. Such questions are asked with the notice shorter than 10 days. The minister has to be asked whether he can reply to the question at a short notice. It is for him to accept or not to accept short notice questions. Are you getting? Means short notice questions, if minister want, he will reply, otherwise no issue. But first two questions is starred one and unstarred one, so it is necessary to reply. Again going to teach you, starred questions are there, means star will be there. So starred questions orally answer, supplementary question can be asked, and unstarred questions minister will reply this question in written form, no supplementary questions are allowed. So today dear only this much, and next day I will come with another video. Thank you.